standard password.
I have given basis at 1 to 3 only.
Capital B.
ASIS @1 to 3. I have given in development system.
Okay. Who built this quality server?
Quality, I think Balu. Balu.
Okay. Can you call him and ask him what is the password he has given for quality system?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You are in 000. Triple zero, DDIC.
Oh, Balu garu, good morning. ఇది మనకి క్వాలిటీ పాస్వర్డ్ ఏంటి ఇచ్చారని అడుగుతున్నారు సార్. క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వట్లేదా? వేరే లింక్ పంపించారుగా మెయిల్కి ఇప్పుడే రన్. వేరే లింక్ పంపించారు చూడండి ఒకసారి మీటింగ్ ఏది గ్రూప్లో పెట్టారు రన్య. ఇప్పుడే పెట్టారు చూడండి ఒకసారి పాస్వర్డ్ అని చెప్తారా లాగిన్ అవుతుంది.
Is joining?
Yes, he is joining. Capital P @SSW 0RD.
Okay. Now, this is my quality system. Sorry, this is my product development system, right? Yesterday we discussed about what we discussed in yesterday.
STMS STMS theoretical concept we discussed.
Okay. To configure STMS, we need to log into the 000 client DDIC user ID. Okay. I need to configure my STMS. I need to configure my STMS 000 client with DDIC password, DDIC username. Okay. /n STMS is a transaction code. Whenever you are logged into the system, whenever you have executed STMS transaction, okay, it will show you this information. Before that, we need to execute one pre-step, SE06, standard installation. This SE06 is one of the post steps. Now I am configuring STMS. For that, I need to log into the 000 DDIC user. Okay. Before configuring STMS, after installation, I need to execute SE06. This is one of the post step.
SAP star cannot be used.
No, DDIC user. Standard installation. This is my SE06. SE06. Post installation actions for transport organizer. Standard installation. Perform post installation actions. Do you want to reinstall a CTS single system? Yes. Processing of after installation completed, configure TMS. So this is the step we need to perform after installation and before starting STMS.
What is this step?
It will perform the post actions for transport organizer. It will configure the CTS, change transport system. The configuration settings will be done using SE06. SE06 standard installation and perform post installation activities. Here, processing after installation has been completed. Now configure the TMS. TMS means STMS only. Transport Management System. Configure TMS means STMS only. Once this has been completed, we need to execute STMS code.
What is CTS?
Change transport system. Okay. Now,
No, I didn't get, sir.
What you didn't get?
Change transport system and transport management system.
The shortcut name is Transport Management System. Change transport system is a CTS. CTS configuration. CTS configuration is in the sense in SE06.
Both are same. STMS and CTS.
Yes, both are same. Post installation actions for transport organizer. Before starting my STMS configuration, after installation, we need to perform SE06. In SE06, standard installation we have done. So select the standard installation and select the post perform installation actions. Then it will configure the transport organizer mechanism will be configured. Then after that it will show you configure the TMS. Then we can go to STMS T code. Got my point?
Yeah, okay.
In STMS T code, whenever to configure STMS, what I need to do, I need to log into the 000 client and DDIC username. Okay. Whenever I executed STMS, this window will appears. Okay. Now my intention is I have a dev system, I have a quality system, and I have a production system. Correct? So now I want to configure the STMS from dev to quality and quality to production. Why? Because my transports will move from dev to quality, quality to production. Okay, not dev to production, and not production to quality, and not quality to dev. Okay, my transports will move from dev to quality, quality to production. Where my transports will move? In STMST code, means in SAP level. In SAP level, if I want to move the transports from one system to another system, means dev to quality, quality to production, then I need to configure STMS between dev, quality, production. I need to configure, the configurations need to be done between these three systems. Then only I can execute an STMST code and I can move the transport request. Got my point? To do this, in STMS, we have some terminologies, SAP related terminologies. First of all, the terminology is a domain controller. Shortcut, we call it as a DC, domain controller. Domain controller in the sense, to configure STMS, first of all, I need to decide which system I want to configure as a domain controller. Domain controller means, for example, I have decided DEV system as a domain controller. Okay, then what will happen? The domain controller is the central system for my child systems. Means the domain controller will be maintain the transport configuration information for all my child systems. The domain controller will maintain the STMS configurations. What are the configurations we are maintaining? Okay, one central system will be act as a leader. Means this domain controller will be maintain the configuration settings information of the remaining systems also. For example, dev system as a domain controller, the quality and production systems are normal systems in STMS configuration. Okay, then what will happen? The domain controller will understand, okay, I have my child systems, quality and production, and configuration has been STMS configuration settings has been done, and whenever you have done STMS configurations, this STMS configuration should be sync between the systems. The configuration settings should be sync between the systems, means between the dev to quality, quality to production. Okay, the domain controller will maintain the child system configuration settings information. What type of configuration settings information? STMS related configuration settings information will be maintained in my domain controller. And also, whenever we are talking about STMS in SAP level, whenever we are talking about STMS in SAP level, in OS level, we have STMS related files will be there, STMS related folders in OS level. What is the folder path? /usr/sap/trans. Okay, in trans, if you see, we have different types of folders are there. One is data, co-files, bin, log, EPS. In EPS we have in directory. So these are the different types of folders will be there in trans directory. When these folders will be created? After my installation. After my installation means what? After my SAP installation. After my SAP installation, these folders will be created at OS level. Whenever I am configuring STMS at SAP level, so this STMS configurations will be used USR SAP trans these folders, it will be used for STMS purpose. Whenever I have done the configurations, whenever I'm moving transports from one system to another system, then ultimately what will happen? In SAP level, I am moving the transport request dev to quality. Okay. In OS level, it will write some log files, related files information in USR SAP trans directory in different folders level. Okay. This USR SAP trans is for my STMS related information will be stored at OS level. Got my point?
Yeah.
So this is the concept of my operating system level. Now come to SAP level. SAP level, I need to configure one domain controller first step. Then the remaining steps we need to follow. So whenever you configure the one system as a domain controller, okay, in every system we have this structure at OS level. In dev system we have this structure, quality system we have this structure, and production system we have the structure. Same structure will be there in dev, quality, production at operating system level. Okay, so whenever you configure one system as a domain controller, then what will happen? This USR SAP trans directory of domain controller will be shared to all my child systems. Got my point?
Yeah. At what time it will be shared?
After completion of my STMS configuration.
Okay. Okay.
After completion of my STMS configuration settings between the systems, whenever I have decided one system as a domain controller, the domain controller USR SAP trans directory will be shared to the child systems. Got my point?
Yeah. Okay.
So first of all, first step what I need to do? First I need to decide which system as a domain controller, whether shall I go for dev or quality or production. Okay. In real time scenario, either production system will be domain controller or dev system will be a domain controller. Okay. Any one of the, just one second. Hello. So this is, I have a three systems, right? This we call it as a three system landscape. Three system landscape. Okay. In these three systems, I need to decide only one system as a domain controller. We cannot create two systems or three systems as a domain controller. Only it should be one system. Either dev or quality or production should be one domain controller only. Okay. In real-time scenario, production system will be act as a domain controller, or some clients will be maintain the development system as a domain controller. Got it? Okay. Now I have decided dev as my domain controller. So go to dev. So whenever you logged into the 000 DDIC, whenever you executed STMS code, this pop-up window will be occurred. Okay, what is this pop-up window? TMS configure transport domain. System name is DEV and description is system SID, system DEV, name equals to domain underscore DEV. domain underscore dev and description equals to transport domain dev. Means what it is saying is there is no domain controller not yet, right? So whenever you have logged in into the system HTML code at the first time, it will ask you, shall I configure this system as a domain controller? That's why it is asking this information. Okay, what is the system I have logged in? DEV system, right? So in this DEV system, it is taking this information. Transport domain name is should be domain underscore SID. So it is taking domain underscore DEV, and system SID it is taking DEV, and configure transport domain means what it is saying, shall I configure this DEV system as a domain controller? That's why it is asking this information. Okay, if you save this here, okay, this is already automatically the system has been taken. Okay, and now if you save here, then what will happen? This DEV system will be converted as a domain controller system if you save it. Okay, so now I have decided, sorry,
Name should be domain underscore dev only.
in which system you have executed that system SID, domain underscore SID, that is the name of the transport domain controller.
Okay.
So now I have decided I need to configure the EV system as a domain controller. Okay, then I can save here. If you click on save, then what will happen? No default address has been maintained in the system. Create an address. Okay. Company address is not there. See here, after save that window, now I am getting one information. What is this information? You are logged onto the domain controller. Means you are logged into the domain controller means what? This DEV system has been converted, created as a domain controller. You got my point? Whenever you click on save, this system will be act as a domain controller. Now that's why I am able to see this information. Now you are logged into the domain controller. You are logged into the domain controller means what? So my system, this system is converted as a domain controller system. Okay, this is the first step. Domain controller, we need to decide it. What is my domain controller name? Domain underscore SID. What is my domain controller SID? DEV. Okay, this is my HTML code. And overview, go to overview and systems. Now I can have see this, what are the systems are configuring in my HTML. Only one system has been configured till now. See, what is the symbol? Controller. Controller means what? This controller means domain controller, means this DEV system as a domain controller system. Got it? And this system is active status. The status has been in active. Okay, and configuration is up to date. Now what I need to do, I need to follow second step. What is the second step? Now this system I have created as a domain controller. Now what I need to do? This is a quality system, this is a production system. I have two more systems are there. First, this system I need to create in my domain controller. Create a system. What are the child systems are there? Create those systems in my domain controller. So this is my domain controller. Go to system overviews. This is the systems. Now I need to create a child systems, right? So SAP system, create external system. Okay. QAS, system QAS. Where is the path? Transport directory. Yes, sir. SAP transport. Create virtual system non-ABAP Java domain link. What is this domain link? Function data further controller. Not this. Create a virtual system QAS system QAS save. So we'll do yes. Go to system, create virtual system QAS system QAS, save it. What is the host name? 3, right? So the second step is, this is my domain controller. In this domain controller, I want to create a child systems in my domain controller. What is the child systems I have? Quality and production. So I'm creating a child system details in my domain controller. How we can create? Go to SAP system, create and virtual system. Okay, virtual system, first we need to create a virtual system. Why? Because in real time scenario what will happen is, first we will develop dev system only. Means first we will do installations and on all the post steps, configuration settings we will do on development system only. Once development has been completed, in the next upcoming planning, as per planning, we will start the quality system. Maybe on next month we will start the quality system build. Okay. After completing all the steps in quality system, we will complete the production system build. So to build the systems, we have a timeline gaps. Okay. But I need to configure HTML between these three systems. Okay. So I cannot wait to complete all the three systems build steps. Okay, why? Because this will be on a next month or next month they have planned, and this production build they have planned after 3 months or 4 months. Okay. Till now, until that time, I cannot wait to configure my HTML. So for that, I don't have a physical server because there is no installation has been not yet started for quality, and installation has not yet been started for production also. Just I have completed my dev system build only. There is no quality system, there is no production system as of now. Then what will happen is we can create a virtual systems. For the time being, we can create a virtual systems in my domain controller. We can create a virtual systems. Why? Because physically they don't have the systems as of now. For that purpose, we are creating a virtual system. In real-time scenario, first we will create as a virtual system. Quality as a virtual system. Why? Because quality system is not built yet. Done? Correct? So next month or next month, as per my planning, I will start the quality system installation. Until that time, I cannot wait to configure HTML. I can configure HTML in dev system. I can start it now. How? I can create a one virtual system for quality, and I can create a virtual system for production also. What is the production ID? PRD only, right? System PRD. See, I have created one PRD is the one virtual system. This is the virtual system symbol into mark. This is the virtual system symbol, and this is my domain controller symbol. Okay. So quality and production I have configured as a virtual systems. Why? Because they don't have a physical servers. That means servers are not installed yet. So that's why I have created a virtual systems as of now. In real-time scenario, we will do this. Okay. Now see, today I have configured one virtual system. Okay. Now what I need to do? Now I have a quality system build is there. Quality system has been built. Now what I need to do? The third step, second step I have done. What is my second step? Create a systems in the domain controller. Domain controller is DUV. That is the second step. And now third step, what I need to do? Whenever you have created a system in my domain controller, go to the child system, go to the 000, go to DDIC user ID, okay, and execute STMS transaction here. Okay, now what it is asking me? Again, this system, shall I configure domain controller or not? It is asking me same information, right? So now I don't want configure domain controller for quality system. Why? Because I have already configured domain controller as a DEV system. Got my point? Did you got my point? So now I don't want configure domain controller again. I don't want to configure domain controller again. Why? Because I already configured a DEV as a domain controller. Only one system will be have a domain controller in my landscape, 3-system landscape. I cannot create more than one domain controller in my landscape. Okay.
Ramu sir,
So, tell me.
actually you said no, there is no physical servers. Now we have created only virtual. Na? How can we
Now
log in?
we will do. That is what. See, 1 month back I have created a virtual system. Okay. Now I have completed a quality system installation. So now I am going to the HTML code. Got my point?
After 1 month you are telling.
Yes. For example, this is I have done 1 month back. Okay. Now, as of now, I build quality system. Now I want to continue my STMS configuration systems. Correct? The configuration settings are not completed because there is no systems, stable quality production. After 1 month, I am getting the systems, right? So now I have a quality system. So now I have a quality system is built ready. Now I am continuing remaining STMS configuration steps. Got my point?
Yes.
So whenever you have logged into the system, it is asking me, shall I configure this system as a domain controller? This system will don't know. Domain controller already created. Okay. So I don't want to create a domain controller for quality because I already created dev as a domain controller. So what is the second step? Second step is create the system
Systems
in
into
domain
domain controller.
controller. What is the third step? Third step, I need to configure, I need to add this child system into my domain controller system. Got my point? I need to add this system into my domain controller. That is the third step. I need to add the quality system into my domain controller system, means into DEV. I need to add this system. For that, what you need to do here, other configuration. Click on other configuration. Now it is asking me domain controller name. What is the target host? What is the system number? Target host and system number means what? Domain controller target host. What is the target host?
Yeah,
Basis.
DV host.
Basis
Student 3.
student 3 is my target host, right? Student 3. And what is the system number? Zero zero. Save it. Now what I am performing, what I am doing, third step,
Yeah, how you find 00?
here, logon pad,
Okay.
instance number.
Now example, if we have physical servers, then no need to add virtually.
Hmm?
If you have physical servers available, then in the domain controller, do we need to add the virtual systems, QAS and PRD also?
No, if you have it, then create a virtual system and we can add the systems into the domain controller. Okay, then it will change, the virtual system will be changed to the original system. Okay,
Okay.
now it is asking me RFC communication error.
Yeah, we have not configured remote RFC.
/o SM59. This RFCs will be generated whenever we are configuring STMS backend. RFCs will be generated. Okay, TMS ADM. Connection test. RFC communication error with system domain controller. RFC communication TMS communication error. Correct the error and expect it. /OXM59. Connection test. This RFC has been generated now. To basis student 3. What is the host name of quality? SAP Basis. SAP GW not reached gateway. Okay. So what we'll do is go to drivers, etc, host file, notepad. What is my quality server? 192.168, 10.93. SAP Basis. Here, drivers, etc, host file, entries are not there. So, SAP Basis. Okay. Take these two, save it, and maintain here also. This is Basis student 3, right? Okay. This is my quality. Basis student 3. Host names we are maintaining in vice versa. Error, timeout during allocate, SAP gateway, SAP basis, SAP GW, no connector. SAP DP00 from host name. Are we able to ping that host name? We'll check. CMD ping Host name, what is the host name? SAP 192.160.10.92. Okay, this is 93. Ping basis student 3. One 192.168.10.92. Oh, 94. This is 94 SAP basis. This is 92. We have maintained the wrong drivers, etc. Host file, notepad. This is 92. 92 is for my basis student 3. So this is my SAP basis is 94, right? 192.168, 94. This is 94 SAP basis, right? So this information, save it, will be stored in drivers, etc. Source file. Okay. Slash and SM59. Oh, almost 750 now. The remaining steps we will continue tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. We have the remaining steps. We need to configure the remaining steps. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So 3 steps we have done. One is configure domain controller. Second step, create a systems. And third step we are doing means add child system into domain controller. That is what we are doing. Okay. After that we need to create a transport routes, transport layers, and we need to distribute and activate the settings between the systems. Then our HTMS configuration will be completed successfully. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll complete the remaining steps. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Bye.